Okay. What is this dude? Is this dude a reactionary? Let's just check.
Production of this show is created with cocaine-fueled paranoia and an unhealthy obsession with pornography. The Magog and Morskar channel is fully funded by white privilege. Viewer discretion is advised.
Greetings, Earth Realm. I am
fuck?
Magog of Morskar, your future Dark Overlord. I have used my magical abilities to open a window into your world, and I have seen your world for what it is, a cesspool of stupidity. So I have dedicated my life to gaining enough magical power to cross the veil into your world and conquer you. Hard. I'm talking about the type of conquering that you're gonna need a cleansing bath and years of therapy afterwards. So subscribe to my channel and come see the comedic genius of
I'm never fucking subscribing to this channel.
YouTube's only necromantic wizard, me. But be warned, I do not self-censor. My brilliance has been condemned by Silicon Valley and the unhinged morons of your society. I am proudly offensive, and my arcane magic will leave you.
Does it mean offensive as in telling spicy jokes about dead billionaires, or offensive as in using racial slurs and joking about trans people? Cringing so hard my skin is coming off. It's funny, like I think I'm just desensitized to all this cringe now.
Breathless, one way or another. So follow me, worship me, and I will shower you with my malevolence. And afterwards, smoke a cigarette and call you cab.
Fucking turbo cringe. Oh my god, why are these people so fucking cringe? I keep finding them. Thank you for recommending this one. Reminds me of Atmosphere. Do you remember Atmosphere, the game Atmosphere? Do you remember that? That reminds me of that. Maybe this doesn't fucking copyright me. I'm so sick of getting copyrighted, honestly. I can't imagine it will. I had this when I was a kid.
My game. By my rules.
Does anyone remember this?
I am the gatekeeper.
This came out in the fucking 90s or some shit, right? This is from the fucking 90s. I spelt it wrong, that's why it didn't come up straight away. Atmosphere, like that. Look. Atmosphere. Yeah, released in 91. I had this when I was a fucking kid. Yeah, the VHS game, yeah. It had like a board as well. So it's obviously like 90s fucking shit, you know, but it was kind of fun. I think you had a different American version, but that was the British version. God, I'm getting all these memories. Oh my god, the memories, shit.
Gavin.
Hey, thanks a lot for following.
Gavin.
Look, there's the VHS. Oh my god, I remember this game. Fuck. So it's classic, absolutely classic. Palpatine's let himself go. Anyway, that's what it reminds me of. Atmosphere. So what are his videos all about then? Oh my god. Oh look, woke Viking Airlines. Oscar's so white. Okay.
Welcome to Beyond Magog.
Let's check this fucker out, shall we? Let's have a little butchers and see what this fucker's all about. Okay.
Yeah. For those of you who haven't...
Is he going to be another one of those streamers without any personality? You get that a lot with some of these people. Is they've got no personality, but they try and stream anyway because it's where the money is. But they've got no fucking personality to do so.
Met me, because I know I got some new subscribers recently. I'm Jeremy, creator of Magog. And I'm chilling right now, man. Like, I wanted to start doing this, like, monthly kind of out of character...
God, he's so fucking nervous. I tell you what, look, I get it. Streaming can be a bit like, oh shit. But like, to be this nervous when you got this many subs, fucking hell. I wonder how many viewers he had for this.
Update stream so that everybody knows how the new projects are going and all that good stuff. You know, talk about whatever and answer questions from my audience. Those kinds of.
Anyway, what a fucking loser. Let's watch his fucking videos. Shit, he's getting the fucking super chats in though, isn't he? What the fuck? This is absurd. Oh, do I? That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Trekkie, I'm a big fucking deal. Did you not hear on the grapevine? Right, get your fuck. I tell you what, get your fucking super chats in. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'll put it in there anyway, just in case. But no, look, this guy's got loads of subs. When you get this level of subs, naturally more people will, you know. But yeah, fucking, I'm taking the piss out of him. Fuck me, he's raking it in. Right, anyway, look, let's go back to the. Did I get these? Yeah, you got a gifted subscription, I think, Noopy. The big dick energy is palpable. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know much about this story, but fuck it, let's just go into it. Look, I need to change the stream title quickly because okay, so look, yet another cringe tier anti-SJW discovered. Okay, let's put that in. 31 viewers. Thank you for watching. Let's fucking go. Okay, I know nothing about this story. Okay, so I've got no clue going into this. We might have to do a bit of research. Okay, so positives for the title screen. Short. One was like 13 or 14 seconds. I think Razor Fists was. It was ridiculous. However, the laugh was extremely fucking shit. What the fuck was that?
Greetings, Magogites, and welcome back. I know we haven't been able to spend much time together. I've been traveling, trying to find a new place to settle down in Moscow. I've just returned from the Mog Moors region. Not fun. No, I don't think I'll be living there. The weather is nice, but there's too...
All of these people are really shit at comedy as well. They've got no timing. Their jokes are garbage. It's fucking ridiculous. You know, I just don't understand it. I don't... Jealousy is like the wrong way to put it, but like I look at some of these people with all these subscriptions and I think, God, how has this person got so many fucking subscribers? So many rubes that are willing to watch this trash? You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's not like I look at that and I go, oh, fuck you. It's more a case of like, I'm just perplexed. Okay, the way I'd put it is like, I'm just perplexed. I'm perplexed that he's managed to find 31,000 people to watch his fucking videos. I'm perplexed by that, you know? It's weird to me. Very strange. Anyway, let's continue.
Too much rape.
What the fuck? What was that joke?
No, I don't think I'll be living there. The weather is nice, but there's too much rape.
Ha ha ha, rape, ha 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 ha, rape, ha 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 ha. What the fuck was that? He just said rape. It's not even funny. Yeah, exactly what I just did. It's, you know, I mean, it's not even fucking funny. He just said rape. As in, oh yeah, this place that I went, I got raped there. That's the fucking joke. The joke is, I went to a place and I got raped. Like, that is literally the joke. Has anyone seen Life's Too Short? Where there's a clip where like Liam Neeson goes into like the office with Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, and he says, I want to get into comedy. And he just like does the most fucking horrendous shock gags that aren't even funny. But it's funny because of how absurd and shocking it is. It's a good clip, okay? But like, the fact that his joke is, I went somewhere but I won't be living there because I got raped there. Like, that is the same sort of standard as that scene that I'm talking about, you know? people seem to perceive it as like edgy comedy is just saying things like I got raped, you know. Didn't this guy get a shout out from Logic? I don't know what Logic's deal is. I thought they were just like a fucking religion one or something. I've not really gone after Logic. I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, look, let us proceed further.
Anyways, speaking of traveling, a loyal Magogonite of mine named Argolis introduced me to a commercial for a Scandinavian airlines company. Apparently, you Earthrealm people do not fly on dragons or wyverns.
Did you speak about Hassan? No, I think I might speak about after. I'll speak about after I've done all my prepared content. This is a distraction we've got into, but later on I'll talk about the sound thing, okay?
But instead, you get inside a large metal penis that travels at 800 miles per hour. You not only choose to do this, but you pay for it as well. Like a bunch of fucking lunatics. So let's watch the woke commercial for the flying iron cocks, shall we?
Yeah, this is like this guy's like a fucking boomer. More Gen X, I'd say, than a boomer. Maybe, I don't know. This humour's really poor.
What is truly Scandinavian?
Grattis!
Absolutely nothing.
What?
What? What's wrong with that? It's just a fucking advert for some airline, probably. I don't know what. This is apparently a woke advert, by the way. Let's just make that clear. Apparently a fucking woke advert. Is he a failed dungeon master? Yeah, maybe.
Nada.
Niente.
There is no such thing.
Come play with us.
Everything is copied. Our democracy?
Oh, that's why I mentioned the rape. Is it Sweden, is it? Yeah. This is a regular ad. Yeah, I know it's a regular ad. But he does that thing, it's like what Undoom does, where there's just like nothing really objectionable. So they cut away just to like make some sort of shit joke about like a scene. Like he was obviously referencing The Shining, where the twins there, right?
Tillsammans formar framtid.
Credit goes to Greece.
So, the Greeks aren't using it anymore. Recycling is good for the environment. You are trying to get people to visit, right? You are trying to get people to travel using your flying iron cocks. Why are you talking about cultural appropriation?
Parental leave?
Thank you, Switzerland.
I bet he's got something to say about this.
Thank you, Switzerland. The Swiss do not have a monopoly on being parental figures. What does that even mean? And I'd like to point out,
I'm finding it's very confusing. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just a fucking advert for an airline. And obviously, adverts nowadays, you know, it's not just explicit like, okay, we've got this airline, it's this much to fly, come and check us out. Advertising companies have to come up with new ways and methods of putting the companies out there because all the standard shit is done, right? Magog and Dapperton crossover. I can't wait to watch that. We'll watch that after this quickly.
I have yet to see a product in your advertisement. Where's your flying iron cock?
Well, yeah, of course. I just fucking made that point. If you fucking listen to me, you fucking understand. Yeah, advertisers can't do that anymore because you've got to find a point of difference so people actually watch the fucker. Because if you just like, hey, yeah, we've got this airline, here's the plane, this is how much it costs, people aren't going to fucking watch. You need to hook people in.
Is it comfortable? Is the service nice? Does it feel good to ride your flying iron cock?
Iconic.
What planet is this dude living on where he thinks that's how adverts work these days? Jesus Christ. What's his idea of an advert for a fucking airline? Hello, welcome to Swedish Airlines. We have comfortable planes that you can sit on. We have reasonable prices and you can fly to these locations. If you'd like to know more, please click off. It'll be off in the first second. This is fucking ridiculous. Why is this guy from NBC talking to me? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you got to sell them an idea or concept. You know, marketing has changed significantly in the past, 20, 30 years. I mean, even back then, it still had some elements of this, but the product tended to be front and center. But as time has gone on, then yeah, of course, they've had to adapt and they've had to hook people in, especially with the fact that attention is so precious now, right? Like it used to be. Back in the 90s, you would have your TV, in the UK at least, you'd have your TV, most people wouldn't have Sky or anything like that. You'd have your 4 channels, eventually your 5 channels, okay? And then you didn't have like recordable hard drive boxes, so you'd have your adverts, people would have to sit through the adverts, there's no way around it, and you'd have them for that time to advertise to them, right? But now, not only with the fact that a lot of these markets are now saturated, you've also got the fact of there's different distractions, there's different ways to advertise now. So we're advertised to in so many ways now. Advertisers have got to be clever to try and get adverts that, not only hook people in, but potentially go viral as well. Just look at the Christmas adverts we have in the UK for like John Lewis. People speak about that now. That's like an event when the John Lewis advert comes out. And that's what it's all about these days, right?
Scandinavian windmills.
What are you buying? Yeah, it does. The merchant from Resident Evil 4.
Actually invented in Persia.
So what? A type of windmill was invented by Persia, but it's not the same windmill. Taking something ancient and improving on it is not cultural appropriation.
And we made the German bicycle a staple of our cities.
Never thank the Germans. Ever. For anything. They'll start to get big egos. And we all know what happens when Germans get big egos.
Nazi Germany. God, these gags are so garbage. They're not really landing with me at all. I don't know. Maybe the people that are subscribed to him don't understand comedy, so they think this is funny. Yeah, lol, Nazis, am I right? Yeah, I know. It's just so basic and easy.
It's Turkish.
What?
Smapple? Dutch.
What about licorice?
It's Chinese. And
Midsommarstången.
German.
And it gets worse.
Thanks for the warning. What the fuck are you selling? Show me what you're trying to sell me.
But yeah, this is a classic boomer argument when it comes to these fucking adverts. Is where's the product? Blah blah blah. As I've explained a number of times already. Yeah, times have changed. Adverts don't work how they used to.
This is vexing. What happened to corporations wanting to make money? What's with this sudden obsession with political narratives to sell products?
the oh-so-Swedish meatballs might not be as Swedish.
That's true. You know, companies do have to weave politics into their videos now in an effort to sell their products. But it's all very cynical. These people that made this advert don't really give a fuck about this, neither does the company. All they're concerned about is selling their product. Yeah, exactly. He just answered his own question, yeah.
As you think, but Turkish.
Even the Danish isn't Danish.
I'm getting schooled on cultural appropriation by a pink-haired diversity hire.
It's Austrian and the pride of Norway.
Yeah, no, that's true. It doesn't really have a political message. It's just talking about how the country is more than the sum of its parts, I guess. You know, like we've got different cultures that are intertwined here, and you know that's a good thing, I guess. I don't really know because he's cutting away quite a lot. I can't really grasp what the exact narrative of the advert is. You know. Yeah, man doesn't understand marketing. Rat's confused for several minutes. That's basically this. I think I'm gonna tweak that a bit and make that the title of this video because it's probably gonna go on YouTube. That's a great title.
Paperclip.
Was it? I always have this fucking problem. Yeah, let me turn it up a bit. Hello. That should be better. Fix it in post. I'll fix it in post.
It was actually invented by an American.
If the pride of your country is a paperclip, rethink your life choices.
And while we're at it,
America, thank you for
You're missing the point. It says everyone has culture while claiming Scandinavians have zero history and culture. At what point has the advert said that Scandinavia has zero history and culture? I missed that part. Perhaps you can tell me where that is.
Taking the first steps in empowering the women's rights movement.
America is hardly the first to do that, and it is widely seen by many as a bad move.
We're no better
than our Viking ancestors.
You are black. You have no Viking ancestors!
We take
Ooh, a little bit of a mask off moment there, mug off, or what the fuck your name is. A little bit of a mask off situation there.
everything we like on our trips abroad, adjust it a little bit, and voila! It's a unique...
It took 5 minutes before the explicit racism to come out. Do you know what I mean? 5 minutes is all it took before... That's all you need. Just give it 5 minutes and these fucking reactionary rant-sona dipshits start pulling out the hardcore racism, okay?
Scandinavian thing. Going out into the world inspires us to think big, even though we're quite small. Because every time we go beyond our borders, we add colors, innovation,
progress.
adding the best of everywhere to here.
What the fuck is this commercial doing? What? Hey, we're a bunch of thieving white people. Come visit our land.
In a way, Scandinavia was brought here. Piece by piece. By everyday people.
Yes, like I said, it's more than the sum of its parts. Like, it's about multiculturalism,
Who found the best of our home away from home.
Somebody paid money to make this commercial. A group of people sat down in a boardroom somewhere to discuss the best ways to advertise flying iron cock rides. And they came up with, let's just call all our countrymen thieving assholes and get a feminist retard to edit it by banging her head against a computer screen that was made by the patriarchy.
Okay, that looks like a solid comment from Tardov. I'm not going to read it all out, but Tardov knows his shit when it comes to history, so read that and take it in, because that's probably legit.
We can't wait to see what wonderful things you'll bring home next.
Well, they finally show a flying iron cock at the end, way up in the sky, going off on some adventure to steal some more shit. Fucking evil white people. Not a damn thing you've ever done was yours. You stole everything, and there's nothing unique or good about you at all. Buy our product. Did they learn advertising from Greta Thunberg? Take your flying iron cocks and shove them up your ass. I'm Magog, and I will conquer you.
Oh my god, the ending is so cringe. Holy shit. Oh. Absolute turbo fucking absurd cringe nonsense. Ugh, yikes. This is guy related to Doomcock, yeah. Yeah, it's a fun from a 90s game. What's the Dapperton one anyway? Why is he trying to sound like Duke Nukem's racist granddad? Have you got that crossover with Dapperton? Let's watch a little bit of that one. Oh my god. I haven't cringed this. Oh yeah, the Gillette. I was thinking of the Gillette advert when I was watching that actually. Gillette advert's a similar concept, right? Like this. It's not about the razors, is it? It's about a message and trying to make it go viral. Magog of the Coast, yeah. So that was fucking cringe. I can't remember who recommended it in chat, but thank you very much. That was brilliant. I'm glad I watched that. I need to keep track of all these fucking weirdos so I can keep tabs on what they're up to. Where's that? Have you got that video of his Dapperton crossover, or can I just search for it? Oh, there we go. It's right there all along. Magog and Mr. Dapperton share a dildo. This is from years ago. Fuck. 2017. Shit. Fuck me, a 17-second intro. At least he's fucking reduced that down. Holy shit. The font is even worse now. This was a few years ago.
Magogonites, welcome. I have had multiple requests to cover a certain person on the YouTubies. And I've finally gotten around to watching special snowflake of a man.
Does my lord have any preferences?
Oh my god. Oh. Can anyone else feel that cringe? Oh god.
I don't know. Someone evil.
Undoomed, my lord?
No, not this time. His voice makes angels cry. It's fucking creepy.
Omegon, my lord.
I'm not really feeling seafood.
What about Lord Bear?
Too irate.
Lord Bear. Oh my god. It's all intertwining together. This fucking lore, this extended universe. We've watched Lord Bear. That guy's fucking cringe.
My lord, just tell me what you want to have.
No, we haven't gone over Brooks Heavily yet. We're doing that
Someone with a hat.
What the fuck?
I like hats.
Very good, my lord.
Wait, what the fuck?
Daddy's awkward. No.
God damn it, Magog. You fucking cockholster.
You are not the victim here, squirrel nuts.
Hogwarts reject.
Bitch.
Butt serpent.
Pole smoker.
Yeah, this is... we're just going to chuck homophobic slurs at each other. It's so funny.
Knocker.
Cunt sickle.
Fucking silly shoes.
Hey, Willy Wonka. Don't make me kick your fucking ass.
Don't make me suck your dick.
What?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, I got carried away.
Yes.
The acting's so bad as well. I love this. Oh, I hope you're all enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this.
And you have a little something. Right here. Not so much here. Or here. Right here.
I was busy jerking the gherkin and you summoned me. This better be good.
Oh, it is good, not logic. Today we have Steve Shives.
Just fucking shoot my cock off with the blunderbuss. Oh god, they're bringing Steve Shives in. Steve Shives is cringe too. This is a trio of cringe you're about to experience now.
Them good old boys might not have meant any harm, but unfortunately, intention isn't everything.
I find it very funny that he thinks that disagreeing with somebody or offending them is the same thing as harming them. People disagree with me all the time. Do I?
Hey, look. I understand Steve Shives' Trek stuff is good. Okay, I'll give him that. I think his stuff with the dolls and stuff is a bit lame. His political stuff's quite milquetoast. I think he's like a liberal, isn't he? But in any case, yeah.
I feel like they harm me? Hell no. What the hell?
Here are 5 harmful things about the Dukes of Hazzard.
I hate this guy's face. Harmful things? Are you kidding me? It's an old television show. Harmful.
It's an old television show. There was a television show in the UK that was like super racist, and it was like about some dude that had like a black neighbour, and he basically used to racially abuse him for 30 minutes a week. But it's just an old TV show, I guess.
Do a list on 5 harmful things about guns. They can have 5 harmful bullets in them.
What's the point of this video again? The point of this video is it's like a collaboration between this dipshit, Mogoth, or whatever the fuck his name, Magog, whatever the fuck his name is. Okay, can't be harmful, they're old. Yeah, and Dapperton. So obviously I've got a personal vested interest in this. This was before Dapperton got absolutely fucking destroyed and deleted his YouTube channel, obviously, back in 2017.
Sometimes even more. I love it. I want one.
Number 1, it prominently featured Confederate imagery.
So?
Yeah, I mean, that seems like a, you know, let's give Steve Shives a bit of backup here. Yeah, that's a perfectly legitimate point. Isn't it? Like, what's wrong with that?
Even more than John Schneider and Tom Wopat or Catherine Bach and her denim cutoffs, the star of the Dukes of Hazzard was the Duke's 1969 Dodge Charger. Nicknamed
Look at that roof! Oh my fucking god. Look at that roof. It's a Confederate flag just right there. Holy shit.
General Lee with a Confederate flag, the flag of the army that fought to defend slavery in the American Civil War, painted on the roof.
There was an interesting article that I read that will be linked in the description box that tells you exactly why that war was fought. It was over 10 reasons, and yes, slavery was one of them, but it wasn't the main reason. That flag has...
It wasn't the main reason. Slavery wasn't the main reason, apparently. Okay.
Barely anything to do with slavery whatsoever. That flag to a lot of people represents Southern pride and nothing else. It has nothing to do with slavery.
Southern pride. Interesting.
Keep in mind, the American flag flew over a slave nation for 100 years. The Confederate flag only flew over a slave nation for 4 years. By comparison, the American flag is 25 times more of a slave flag than the Confederate flag is.
You make a valid point, not logic.
Yeah. Even PragerU did a video about the Civil War and said it was about slavery. Even PragerU fucking held their hands up and was like, yeah, there's no sugarcoating this one.
I mean, Mr. Dapperton, every flag has a history. Every nation with a flag has something horrible in its past. And that flag flies over that nation. History is a horrible place.
You can't watch an episode of the show without seeing that flag all over the place, which is the main reason why now, for the most part, you can't watch an episode of the show.
Yes, let's ban a piece of history, the show, and the flag itself because it just might offend somebody. What the hell? I mean, what is
I think that's what Steve's saying, is he? Steve isn't even saying we should ban the show. He's just pointing out things that are fucking... There's some issues with Dukes of Hazzard, like the fact there's a fucking Confederate flag on the top of the car. Yeah, I think he's just pointing this out. I've not heard him say we should ban it, right?
What is that even supposed to mean? My feelings are hurt. I don't give a shit if your feelings are hurt. What, I'm supposed to lose freaking freedoms because your feelings might be hurt?
At what point has he said that freedom should be restricted because of feelings? Like, he's not even said that.
Fuck you.
But the General Lee with it...
Yeah, Mushin, this is fucking Mr. Dapperton. I got him to delete his channel from a bit of cyberbullying in Minecraft.
Its rebel flag roof is just the beginning. Number 2, it depicted a romanticized South.
And what exactly is wrong with that?
Well, I'm sure he's about to explain, but you've actually cut in at the point he's about to explain. So perhaps next time you just let him explain what's problematic about it, right? I live in the South and a lot of idiots do think the flag represents Southern flag, but that doesn't mean it doesn't symbolise a bunch of fucked up bullshit. Yeah, exactly.
Listen, every region of the world has its bad things. But romanticizing a place for its good things isn't entirely bad. The South has its charm.
So we've got a poor man's Deathstroke, and a failed black metal singer complaining about someone complaining about Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, pretty much. I'm fairly certain that they could have picked a more egregious Steve Shives video than this. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're all. I don't know. It just seems like there's other things you could look at rather than some fairly legitimate criticisms of an old TV show, right?
Nothing wrong with that, you fucking goblin.
It's easy to see why the Dukes of Hazzard was so popular. It's an affectionate celebration of the American South and its cherished traditions, which is affable and non-threatening enough for Yankees to enjoy too. In the show, there is no injustice that can't be overcome by a fast car and a bit of farm boy ingenuity. The local authorities are corrupt, but they're also easily thwarted buffoons who never do any real harm.
It's a fucking TV show. What's the big deal?
Never, don't worry, it's just a TV show. Never do media analysis. Forget that shit. It's just a TV show. Never analyse media, ever. Forget it. I mean, that's not exactly what you're saying, but I mean, the argument is just a TV show. It just doesn't hold water, you know? Yeah, imagine criticising art. Yeah, I know, exactly, right? I can't find it right now, but Magog once did a video in response to a terror-attacking character. Oh my god, imagine what kind of brainworms you'd have to be putting that fucking stupid makeup on. You know, the bodies aren't even cold yet. You're plastering the makeup on. Shit, I've got to get this video out quickly before the bodies get cold, before the news gets cold.
Why was it even cancelled? Why can't people, not watch it if they're offended so easily by a car with a flag on it?
Most everybody is dirt poor, yet they still lead lives of breathless adventure, and there's no racism to speak of. And there's no racism to speak of. You can't watch an episode of the show. And there's no racism to speak of. You can't watch an episode of the show.
So let me get this straight. The show's not racist, but it's not being shown anymore simply because of the Confederate flag, even though it's not being shown in a racist context at all. You are a big piece of crap for thinking this is...
Yeah, that's a good point, isn't it? It's just completely self-defeating. If you don't like the show, don't watch it. If you don't like Steve Shives, don't watch Steve Shives and criticise him then.
Acceptable.
No racism, racism everywhere. Obviously, they're the same.
I don't think Steve Shives is saying there's racism everywhere. I think that TV stations don't play it because they don't like showing the Confederate flag in their TV show.
Fucking thing to these people.
Mostly because there are almost no black folks to speak of.
Look, the story's focused on...
I love that they don't let him finish and then he just makes a pretty legitimate point. There's no black people in this fucking show. There's no racism because there's no black people.
Rural South.
That seems like a legitimate point to me.
South had mostly white people. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of black people in the South in the city, but in the rural South, there was a lot of white folk, and that's just how it was. And that's the story was accurate in that way. What? Because
is that true? I don't think that's true, is it? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain that's not true. Maybe I'm wrong.
They don't freaking force a bunch of black people into the story that don't belong there, but suddenly it's racist. It's like what you're telling us is that we can't have a story about a white family that focuses on that white family. We got to throw in a black family in that show too. Well, but that has nothing to do with the story that they're trying to tell. All that shit does is just destroy the story.
Steve Shives and his ilk only care about skin representation. They don't care about story.
Yeah, exactly. That seemed like complete bullshit to me. Like, there's a lot of diversity in the South because there are a lot of fucking slaves back in the day down in the South there. So, obviously, you know. Yeah, I know, the anchor mass is absurd. Yeah, exactly.
Or characters, or depth. Which is quite strange. Because he's a fucking white male.
Number 3, it whitewashed the Deep South. While it wasn't unusual for American network television shows in the 1970s and 80s to feature few or no black performers, that lack of diversity is particularly glaring on a show set in a region of the country with a long history of sometimes violent racial inequality and centered on a pair of heroic white country boys who race around the county in the aforementioned General Lee.
Those Duke boys be hanging black people, don't they?
No! It's just a TV show, Steve. It's harmless entertainment. And the people who watch the Dukes, they don't watch your show with your stupid stuffed animals. And they don't buy into your narrow-minded view of reality, you fucking social justice goblin.
The problem wasn't lost on the show's creator, Guy Waldron, who tried to compensate by casting black guest stars as authority figures, including as the sheriff of a neighboring county.
There were black authority figures in the show? But how is that possible? Let me guess. Somehow, it's still racist.
It's like tokenism, isn't it? Just throwing a black character into the mix. Surely. It's just it's just repeated. It's just a TV show a bunch of times. That's all they've got. It's just a TV show. He's going a massive rant, yeah.
Fucking shit for brains.
But even so, the scarcity of black faces in a series set in rural Georgia where that fucking car is practically the lead protagonist is a little tough to just shrug off.
Look, again, the show is based in the rural South. The rural South didn't really...
This Steve Shive's video seems perfectly fair enough. Like, he's not like he's calling for the show to be banned. He's just pointing out some issues with it, you know? It's just media analysis, for fuck's sake.
Have black people, but they hand-fisted black people into the show and forced them into the show anyways, and guess what? The social justice warriors still were mad and still ended up banning the show, basically. So,
is it banned?
Yeah, what's the moral of the story? Don't try to please a social justice warrior. There is no way. They're going to be pissed about everything, no matter what you do.
Missed.
They don't... People, you know, TV studios wouldn't make a decision to not air Dukes of Hazzard's episodes to please social justice warriors. It's about fucking advertisers. Advertisers, I would imagine, don't want to be associated with fucking the Confederate flag, right? It's all fucking capitalist shit. It's all criticisms of capitalism.
Dabitin is right. There's just no pleasing these people. Oh, the car has a paint job I don't like. It's so hard to shrug off.
It's not about it just being a paint job you don't like. It's the fucking Confederate flag we're talking about here. Imagine if, like, imagine you've got your car and you painted a massive swastika on it, right? And you were driving around and people will look at you in shock and horror and you were like, hey, what gives? It's just a paint job you don't like. Chill out, you know? Or just, like, imagine you got your car and you like, you painted, like, the ending of an ISIS beheading on it. So you've got like this dude with like just a head and a bloody knife, and you painted that on your car. It's just a fucking paint job. What are you so offended about?
It's not hard at all. Decide not to be bothered by it and change the fucking channel.
Number 4, it reinforced right-wing anti-government narratives. In the late 70s and early 80s, the Republican Party was shifting its message to attract more working-class voters by appealing to tradition, low-key white supremacy, and resentment of the government.
Don't forget, boys and girls, traditional values are racist. Don't ask me how that works, because I really have no idea. Oh, and it doesn't surprise me at all, that Steve Shives hates conservative values, because that guy is allergic to freedom.
Though it almost certainly wasn't intentional on the part of the show's creators, the Dukes of Hazzard provided this new American conservatism with its ideal mascots in the Dukes, who rebelled against crooked government officials and embodied rugged individualism.
The fuck is wrong with that? There's not much wrong with individualism. Where I'm standing, your country could use a little of it. We're not ever going to be part of your hive mind, Steve. You whiny motherfucker.
In the pilot episode, Bo tells his girlfriend that Uncle Jesse would rather starve than accept government assistance. Now there's a real American.
Actually, yes. That is a good and proper American.
What?
You know, there is a sense of pride about doing things...
What the fuck? That seems pretty dumb. The incel sorcerer, the challenge gap. Yeah, they're so mad. It's a classic thing, isn't it? It's being mad about... Well, It's not even that Steve Shives is mad. He's just giving a fairly milquetoast media critique of fucking the Dukes of Hazzard, you know? Starving to own the libs, yeah, exactly.
Things your own way, working hard and making something of yourself. Some people don't want a handout. Some people are uncomfortable with suckling on the teat of the common taxpayer.
Well, stealing people's money using the violence of government is an act of aggression. He's just being a pacifist.
Oh. Real ANCAP hours.
Nothing wrong with that.
Number 5, it encouraged people to minimize casual racism. You won't find any willful bigotry on the Dukes of Hazzard. Even that flag was intended to represent Southern pride.
You hear that? The television show has microaggressions. There is no pleasing these people. They will find a way to make everyone a racist.
What the fuck was that dragon in the background there? Jesus Christ.
It's the same heritage, not hate line of horseshit that people still try to sell today. But just because the racism wasn't intentional doesn't mean that we shouldn't notice it. If instead of this, the roof of the Duke's car looked like this, we'd recognize the problem immediately.
Yes, Steve, you fucking tell him.
Well, most of us would anyway.
Context is everything. If it's not intentional, then you don't have an argument. People like Steve Shives must hate themselves so much that they want everyone around them to be just as miserable as they are. The self-loathing bastard.
But this, we view this as different somehow. Because this has been normalized, even to those of us who detest it. And it wasn't hate-spewing, cross-burning racists who normalized it. It was folks like Bo and Luke. Just good old boys. Wouldn't change if they could.
But it's not a symbol of hate. You just think everything's racist. You just think everything's racist.
The hardest part is picking only 5. Catch you next time.
No, the hardest part was watching your show. And staring at your ugly goblin face as you tear down a beloved piece of television entertainment. All because of racism, but not really, because it's unintentional, but definitely racism.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that? Yeah, this is some real. This really peels back, doesn't it? Like how absurd all the anti-SJW stuff is.
I hate you. Well, that's it. Not logic. What do you have to say?
Thanks, Magog. Can I go back to masturbating now?
Of course. I wouldn't dream of interrupting you again. I would like to thank Mr. Dapperton for dropping by and helping me out with Steve Shives.
It's incredible that... I was going to spit. It's incredible that nearly 2
Man
people...
is pure hate, wrapped in a goblin meat suit, and I needed help with such a creature. Everyone, if you're not subscribed to Mr. Dapperton, his link is below.
Shall I get logicked, my lord?
Oh my god.
Perhaps he would have some final words?
A good idea, Mira. Let's hope he's not jerking it too. That'd be way too much masturbation humor for one episode, don't you think?
Of course, my lord.
Yeah, whatever happened to Mr. Dapperton's channel?
Magogonites. I hope you enjoy.
Oh, is this all his patrons? Fuck
and please feel free to visit the store again. There are new designs.
Look.
T-shirts,
has he still got?
hoodies,
We need to check
and
his
even a
merch
coffee
store.
mug
That's going to be a thing I do every time.
Of yours.
Well, shit! Check out my Patreon.
Keep in
Fuck
mind,
me.
there are more designs coming in the future. Some more highly requested designs coming soon. Stay tuned for a final word from Logic. And I'll see you next time.
Yeah, is there a Logic's bit? Oh,
hello, guys. I'm Logic. Wait, no, Mr. Dapperton. No! Oh! You son of a bitch. Stop being better than me.
Capitalism, baby. Oh, look, he's got Mr. Dapperton's thing up. Anyway. Fuck me. What the fuck was that shit? God, these fucking rant sona. That's an IRL rant sona right there.
Warning, the Magog and Morskar channel.
Look at this. Anyway, look. What's the fucking... This is all we were watching earlier.
This... Crop it because it looks like shit. It makes the boxes too small.
Yeah.
So
And look, who's this person? They get these weird fucking. Oh god.
But right now, it's just Google Hangouts and OBS, and we'll still use OBS because I have to have macros. I have to hit the buttons. Like this is my SideQuest keyboard. All the buttons are painted. I heard that YouTube made $15 billion last year, says Snoopy. Yeah, they did. They take a lot of our money. Like super chats, they take like 30%.
Is it
Snoopy?
30% now?
Noopy?
Yeah, it's 30%.
Nope.
And I think it's even higher the higher the donation goes. Like
the plot
because like if somebody gives you like a $500 super chat, they take like 40%.
Why don't you put that much effort into your Sona? Yeah, literally, my fucking PFP took like fucking about 5 minutes to put together, and that was it, done. Hang on a sec. I want to find his merch store. Where's this fucker's merch store? Let's laugh at his shit merch.
Warning, the Magog Morskar channel is an audio.
Stop it. Building the perfect rant Sona. I've already got a rant Sona. Maybe we should be taking notes.
You need.
Consider supporting my channel. Subscribe. He's on Subscribe Star now. I guess Patreon. I don't know what happened with the Patreon. Oh my god. He's got quite a few subs. Fair play to him. Look. Awards coming soon.
In a world beyond the veil, a world of magic.
Excellent. More cringe. Here we go.
Monsters and large-breasted tavern maids. It was foretold that a great and powerful wizard would rise to save the world. A hero of strength, wisdom, and honor. Who would wield the power of fate magic in order to destroy the ultimate evil and become the great protector and watcher of the multiverse. And that hero who discovered and held in his hand the power of fate was killed by this fucking asshole over a stupid bet. What? And now, with the power of the Fate Grimoire in his hands, which he stole... I didn't steal anything. I won it fair and square. Magog has opened a window into another world. And it is there that he discovered something more important than saving our realm from the ultimate evil using the power of fate magic. I don't have any fate magic. I never even heard of it. Don't know what you're talking about. What are you, the cops? He discovered idiots on the internet. And it's driving him insane. Magog is here, baby doll. What? I don't want to die. That is a man.
Oh, that sounds like some potential.
Why don't you get off your ass and help save our world from the ultimate evil? I don't care. Why don't you shut your dick sucker, disembodied voice? Our new hero, everyone. We're all fucked. Yup.
Okay. Who fucking watches this shit? Seriously? Oh shit, is this dude on fucking Twitter? Magog. Yeah, it's not a bad. It's got potential, but it's just a shit. He's a shit comedian. That's the problem. How many? Fuck me, he's got 5,000 followers. I'm just scared to follow him. Lols. Courses on fucking Gab, yeah, exactly. Mr. Plinkett. Okay, yeah, this guy's fucking cringe. Fuck's this? What the fuck's that? Jesus Christ, I'm not playing that on stream. I don't know what is in it. Anyway, we have delved in. They just these people now are coming to me. The government is a corrupt bureaucracy run by inept, racist, sexist, patriarchal colonialists. Let's have the government run our healthcare. Yeah, top tier arguments on display here, of course. Oh shit, yeah, I really wanted to go into Zuby. Oh god, I was going to cover him. I think oh fuck! I wanted to cover Zuby today. I even had him lined up, but I ended up covering this guy instead. Involuntary hero, decent pitch, kind of Deadpool, ruined by sheer incompetence. Yeah, he did almost get it. Yeah, this is just new video. I wonder what the comments said in the love your work, Magog. Always have been a fan and always will be. First Gillette, then Sprite, now this. I need to get out of this reality. What? Because there's a couple of fucking TV adverts you don't like. Fuck me, these people are pathetic. Anyway, enough of fucking Magog. Okay, we're done with Magog now.